Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Jonathan's Room, where nerdom rules and normacy drools. So today I am looking at a movie that I watched on DC Universe, Batman, Gotham by Gaslight, which is rated R, and I would not recommend it for the little kids. Maybe the older kids, maybe 11 and above, but not for the younger ones. The reason why I'm actually giving an age restriction on this one is because when I post it on YouTube, I am going to have to post it under kids because it is a superhero animated movie. Even though it is rated R. So let's get into it. This movie is kind of Batman versus Jack the Ripper, and it is set in that era, which is really cool because you would never really see anything like this. It is based on a comic book, and one of my really good friends, Richard, said that he might have that comic book. It is one of the older comic books, so it's cool to know that you would have something like that in his collection. So, like I said, it was based on Jack the Ripper. So it does bring in some of the other characters, some of the other Batman characters. Pamela Isley, if you know who Pamela Isley is, she's Poison Ivy, and ironically, one of the first victims of Jack the Ripper. And then it brings in Harley Quinn. It brings in Selena Kyle. Selena Kyle is Bruce Wayne's lover, of course. It's just a given that she's gonna be his lover because there's always been something between Selena Kyle and Batman. If you look at Gotham, if you look at some of the comics, if you look at some of the animated series, you'll see that there's always going to be Catwoman and Batman. So, like I said, it's based in the Victorian age. So it's kind of a steampunky movie, which I really liked. I actually saw the preview to this on the end or the beginning of Justice League, and my brother was watching Justice League, and when we saw the preview, we saw the old version of Batman, or that version of Batman on a motorcycle, and my brother goes, "Well, that really doesn't go with that era," and I go, well, he's Bruce Wayne. He can have a motorcycle. It doesn't matter what era he's in. He is Bruce Wayne. And he just started laughing. So the whole thing is Jack the Ripper is killing people, prostitutes, and then Batman goes after him, and then somehow or another Bruce Wayne gets into a fight with one of the victims, and that victim ends up dying, and he ends up getting accused of being Jack the Ripper, which he was not, of course. Batman is not going to be Jack the Ripper. He goes to jail. Selena Kyle and his friend Harvey Dent, another name, is his prosecutor or his lawyer. So they try to get him off, and unfortunately they can't get him off, so he has to break out of jail to figure out who actually is the real Jack the Ripper. So after he breaks out of jail, he goes and he finds out who Jack the Ripper is. Now, this was an absolute complete shock to me. And since this movie was based in 2018, and it's probably already been seen by, a lot of you guys, I am actually going to reveal who they had as Jack the Ripper. And it was such a complete shock to me. And, it should have been so clearly obvious to me who was gonna be Jack the Ripper, but it was not. So when I watched, it was just kind of like, huh? It was just one of those things that it was just like, I can't believe that he is Jack the Ripper. It was Commissioner Jim Gordon. Which is just so ironically weird to me that they would have such an iconic character who is such an iconic good guy to actually play the character of a murderer. It outstands me. Like, it's just one of those things that's just kind of so so funny and so weird. Sorry. When I get to talking, I kind of get a little thirsty, so I had to drink a little bit of water there. So, for me, this movie was just outstanding. At the end of the movie, there was a preview. Not really a preview, but there was a guy from a band. I can't remember. I know that I posted the video. I recorded the video and posted it on my page, Jonathon's Room. So if you go up there and look at that video, you'll see who I'm talking about. But he was a lead guitarist to a band, and he actually talked about the movie. He also talked about some Easter eggs that were in there. There were 3 homeless little boys who had, ironically, interesting names. I'm not going to spill that. Watch the video if you want to watch the video. If you want to watch the movie, it's Batman Gotham by Gaslight. It's on DC Universe. If you don't have the app, I did download the app. If you don't want to download the app, I am sure it's on DVD somewhere out there. Absolutely fantastic movie. If you like, old serial murderers like Jack the Ripper, that's what kind of reeled me in a little bit. Is I've always had a big fascination with Jack the Ripper. Don't ask me why. Maybe because it's been an unsolved case, and I've always been obsessed with unsolved cases. So it's just a fun little movie to enjoy. Like I said, it was made in 2018, so that's why I was a little bit more comfortable with revealing who the actual Jack the Ripper was. I think that about does it for this review. Look for me on Jonathon's Room. Look for me on YouTube. I post on my normal page. I post on Jonathon's Room. Leave comments. Subscribe to my page. Like I said, it's just called Jonathon's Room. If you have any suggestions for me to review, any movies, any books, any music, any video games, any toys, let me know and I will review On the toys, I will have to mark that as kids, so I probably won't have as many viewers, but I am going to try to, even if I don't have a lot of viewers on YouTube, I will be posting it on Facebook and on my personal page. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a nice night and see you on the next visit.